until he was badly hurt, and a right hand, and that's good night!
Hey everyone, season's greetings. Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker on the Joshua card coming up this weekend. And yep, just on screen real quick, we're going to take a look at Deontay Wilder doing his thing. But also, I want to show you how I predicted that Regis would be easily beat. I said it would be a tune-up for Haney. I said his coming out party was with Loma. And someone in the comments, and other people delete their comments after they say things like this, was like, basically, you're a casual boxing fan. You don't know what you're talking about. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. I hear it all the time because I knew that that would be an easy fight. And you saw what happened at the end of the fight. It was surprising. Before we get into Wilder, just hang in there. I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. The guy was surprised in the ring when he went over to talk to Haney at the end of the fight. He was like, much to everyone's surprise, you made it look easy. Nobody believed you. Well, guess what? This non-self-proclaiming boxing expert knew that was going to happen. I told you exactly what was going to happen in the last 5 or 6 big fights. Anyway, just tooting my own horn here. Siberia, my cat, he's on all sorts of meds. Unfortunately, he's suffering from old age. He's on a thyroid medication. Good boy. I'm going to keep this boy alive for a long time. He's 15. But anyway, yo, I'm pumped up. I got that fight right on point, right on the money. And I said it would be a Haney decision win. You can go back and check that out. I'll put the link in the video description below. If you're doubting your boy, sometimes you'll be wrong, but in my humble opinion, may sound not so humble, but in my humble opinion, that's what happened, and I was exactly right. So Wilder is back. Absolutely. Does Wilder have a shot at the heavyweight championship? Can he win it? Absolutely. Can he beat Tyson Fury even though he was beaten 3 times? Yes, absolutely, because Deontay Wilder, although he telegraphs his punches, he started boxing late, and at times he seems crude. He's one of the most exciting heavyweights in the last 10 years. As a matter of fact, I argue he is the most exciting heavyweight in the last 20 years. This man is so good and has so much natural talent. When I say so good, I mean his power. He has this, look at that dude with the David Long got dropped, put to sleep. This Deontay Wilder has a realistic shot of becoming the heavyweight champ again, because Tyson Fury is getting older. He's waking up in silk sheets. He doesn't look as hungry from what I'm seeing. And anything can happen, even if Tyson Fury trains and is at his best. Because I believe Wilder is back at 38. Yes, he's 38. But in the heavyweight division, as you know, if you're a real big boxing fan like myself, power goes a long way. George Foreman retained the heavyweight championship when I was a kid. That was my best boxing prediction ever. I remember I told some older guys who's going to win. They laughed at me. Ha ha, geezers at the Caesars. I'll never forget the joke. This kid doesn't know what he's talking about. He thinks George Foreman's going to win, because I knew Michael Moore had a weak chin, and I knew Foreman had that Tyson-like, Foreman-esque power where he could turn that fight around on a dime. Now, providing Anthony Joshua gets by his opponent this weekend, I went over it in a previous video because he's very insecure. It's all psychological. I believe let me go out on a limb here. I believe Joseph Parker's going to get KO'd, and he's not going to pass 7 rounds. If he does pass 7 rounds, I'll be surprised if he doesn't get knocked out. I would be surprised any other thing happening in that ring with Wilder on his stupendous power and the way he's been looking, even though he hasn't been in the ring in a hot minute. I think he still looks really relatively young the last time I saw him out there, and he has that big power, although he has taken a hellacious punishment from Tyson Fury in those 3 fights. Of course, that would set him back a little, but I still think because of the power, Wilder is still capable of having an amazing comeback story, which I hope happens, because I am a fan. I'm not going to lie, but being a fan of someone doesn't blind me from reality. So that may sound crazy when I say this. I think Wilder will beat Joshua and Parker on the same night. I think he would get Parker out of there, and then he would take Joshua out on the same night. I think that Eddie Hearn, Joshua's promoter, that's all he has, his biggest name, in his heart of hearts probably realizes that Wilder's going to knock Joshua out, and he always knew it. That's why if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. Like Floyd always says, you want to keep your big prize fighter away, your moneymaker, away from Wilder. Is an interesting fighter because he has so much doubt and he wears it on his sleeve, as you saw in his last loss. When he got in there and he lost to the Ukrainian and he went in there and made a big speech on the mic. He's having an internal battle. He's having a psychological fight with himself as he's going through each match out and stay in the fight. So we're going to see if he gets by his opponent, Otto, I hope I'm saying the guy's name right, in the main event. This should be the main event because Wilder has a much more exciting fight on his hands here, unless Joshua gets knocked out and mild upset, I would say. The big fight is always going to be Wilder, in my opinion, because Wilder is more exciting. Joshua should be on the undercard. It's reverse. So if they plan on putting Joshua in there last for the main event, which it looks like, they should switch that up. But they're not gonna because of the crowd and I don't know, the way the promoter has it, whatever. Wilder is gonna do Parker in. He's gonna knock him out. It's gonna be exciting as you know what. And we're kind of getting ripped off if you're paying for the fight. I happen to probably go into a friend's house like I did with the Haiti fight, so I'm not paying anything. Well, I did buy the shrimp. I had a whole bunch of shrimp, went over there with the lemon, hooked my boy up. We enjoyed the fight. It was great. But, you know, hey, listen, I hope we get a really good fight. I'm pumped up. And I think it's going to be, if I had to pick some, Joshua's hard to predict. I'm going to say Joshua by decision, but I'm not sure if that makes any sense. Because Joshua he's kind of weak mentally. He looks great, but he has, it's all up here. It's like 75, 85, 80, 90% arguably mental in sports. So if he could get through if he could get the confidence and hurt his opponent early and get him out of there, or, you know, win easily, where he doesn't get those conflicts in the ring, where he's challenged mentally and he's challenged with by getting hurt and stuff like that. He's got a war every time he goes out there. He has an internal war psychologically, and then he has the war going on inside the ring, the actual fight. So Joshua is very suspect, very. So you never know what you're going to get. But with Wilder, this is mostly a Wilder fight prediction here with the breakdown. I think Wilder's going to go in there. He's going to take Parker out. Parker's going to be wide open for those right hands. Even though Wilder does telegraph his punches, he only needs one. And Wilder did improve here and there, and I think that the Fury fights did, outside of hurting him and put some long-term damage on him, but I think it did give him a lot of confidence to go in there with anybody else other than Fury. But I do think that if a fourth fight takes place, I would probably lean towards an upset at this point in a Fury versus Wilder 4. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I got to see how Fury looks out on his next fight, because he didn't look good at all. Arguably, he lost his last fight to an MMA fighter, which is really bizarre. Whether he trained or not, it was weird. So anyway, we'll see. Time will tell. And I'm pumped up to see Wilder's comeback story. I'm a Wilder fan. I can't lie. And I like him inside of the ring. I like him outside of the ring. And we'll see what happens. Damn, look what he's doing to these guys. This is just a reminder of what he does. And I should get apologies on all those times I got dissed on my own channel. People upset when I said Lomachenko was going to beat Riyadh Diao. I said he was going to beat him. People said I didn't know boxing. All these people getting on there, they're taking it way too serious. It's just a fun channel. It's just a sport. So come on. So give me the props on a Haney win, the decision win I predicted. I said he would make it look easy. I said all of this stuff where a lot of so-called boxing experts, from what I understand, weren't, because the way they made it sound at the end of the fight, whoa, it was a big shock. He beat him so easy, and nobody believed Haney when he said he was going to make it look easy. But right here, I said Regis was a tune-up for Devin Haney, and I was right. I said this doesn't even belong on a pay-per-view. It's like an ESPN championship fight. I was like, what? I don't understand what these people are seeing. I was just seeing a total mismatch, a total outclassing, which I said it all before the fight actually happened. I wonder what Teddy Atlas said. I didn't go to his channel yet. But anyway, I'll be back with another one soon. Hey, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy whatever you celebrate. It's all good. It's that time of year. And I'm rocking that Christmas hat. Damn straight. I'm out.